we proudly present Women Wrestling Wars. In this ongoing series, we delve into the enthralling world of WWE, dissecting the thrilling segments and matches from Raw, ECW, and Smackdown on a week-by-week basis. Our ultimate goal is to determine which brand consistently delivered the most riveting and entertaining content. Let's dive into the rankings for each brand's debut episode of Women's Wrestling Wars. Raw 5 points. The episode kicks off with Charlie Haas extending an apology to Lillian Garcia for inadvertently injuring her in the previous week. This sets a somber tone, creating anticipation for what's to come. The entertainment factor peaks with a unique water contest between Candice Michelle and Torrie Wilson, adding a touch of variety to the show. Torrie emerges victorious in this wet and wild match, captivating the audience. Johnny Nitro secures a win over Carlito with assistance from the cunning Melina, showcasing the strategic use of ballets to influence match outcomes. Mickie James takes the microphone, addressing her opponent's injuries and dropping hints about her aspirations for the women's title. This segment adds depth to the women's division, building anticipation for future rivalries and competitions. Edge and Lita challenge John Cena, but the situation takes an unexpected turn when Cena attacks Edge, preventing the match from happening. This cliffhanger ending leaves viewers eager for the next installment. ECW 3 points. The invasion of ECW by Lita and Edge injects an element of surprise and excitement, showcasing the inter-brand rivalries that Women's Wrestling Wars promises to deliver. ECW introduces Kelly in a unique debut, emphasizing her courage as an exhibitionist. This bold move sets the tone for ECW as a brand willing to take risks and push boundaries. Trinity makes an impactful debut by managing the full-blooded Italians, adding managerial dynamics to the women's wrestling scene on ECW.
Like the new ECW.
Smackdown 1 point.
Teddy, come on now, Teddy.
King Booker and Queen Sharmell organize an attack on Bobby Lashley, involving William Regal and Fit Finlay. Michelle McCool and Ashley engage in a verbal exchange about a swimsuit contest.
I think you should spend a little less time talking down to people like you're teaching a class. Spend a little bit more time trying to find some class.
Them adding a layer of personal rivalry to the women's division on SmackDown. The main event sees Bobby Lashley defeating King Booker, concluding the show on a high note. In the latest installment of WWE Raw, the electrifying Torrie Wilson took center stage, captivating the audience with revelations about her upcoming feature in the highly anticipated WWE Magazine photo shoot. Dressed in a glamorous ensemble comprising a bikini, heels, and a skirt adorned with quirky elements like hot dogs, Torrie tantalizingly hinted at the sizzling content to be unveiled on the magazine's cover next week. The night unfolded with a riveting showdown as Candice Michelle and Mickie James faced off against the dynamic duo of Torrie Wilson and Maria.
This is a bra and panties tag team match!
The intensity escalated as Candice executed a hair pull knockdown. Wilson catapulted off the ropes in pursuit of a sunset flip, only to find herself thwarted as Candice cleverly sat down. However, Torrie's resilience prevailed, but also left Candice's shirt in tatters. The action continued to unfold as Mickie James entered the ring, engaging in a fierce exchange with Maria. A stiff right from Maria was met with a skillful reversal by Mickie, culminating in a thunderous flapjack. Mickie wasted no time in asserting dominance, stripping Maria of her pants and shirt, surprising the audience. Torrie Wilson made an unexpected entry into the ring, mirroring Maria's state of undress. In a shocking turn of events, the match concluded with Mickie James and Candice Michelle emerging victorious. However, the drama was far from over. Post-match, Mickie James unleashed a cheap shot on Candice Michelle, stripping her down to nothing but her bra and panties. Tauntingly, Mickie mocked Candice with the infamous Go Daddy dance, intensifying the humiliation. The spectacle continued as Mickie brazenly approached the announcer's booth, pilfering JR's hat for an added touch of audacity. Mickie turned her attention to a vocal lady in the front row, responding to her taunts by ruthlessly tearing off her shirt. The arena buzzed with a mix of shock and excitement as Mickie James left an indelible mark on the WWE Raw stage. In a riveting clash, the colossal Visera found himself pitted against the resilient Charlie Haas. The tension escalated as Visera, a force to be reckoned with, declared his intention to provide Haas with another opportunity to apologize to the esteemed Lillian. However, the plot thickened as Charlie Haas, with an air of confidence, revealed,
"Well, last week, Lily and I, we went to dinner, Vis. Well, after dinner, she accepted my apology over some pillow talk."
The atmosphere crackled with anticipation as Vis slapped Charlie. Visera's dominance was on full display as he choked Haas back into the corner, delivering a series of short splashes that reverberated throughout the arena. The spectacle continued as Vis hurled Haas over the top rope, only to follow him outside with a determination to force an apology. The action intensified as Vis threw Haas back into the ring, only to be met with a resilient Haas countering with axe handles and stomps. The ebb and flow of the match saw Haas attempting a comeback, only to face the sheer power of Visera. As Haas valiantly valiantly fought back, attempting to whip Vis. The behemoth held on and delivered a punishing clothesline. Visera, reveling in his dominance, taunted Haas about the infamous pillow talk as he subjected him to a series of slaps and a merciless choke on the top rope. However, just when the audience thought they had seen it all, the unexpected unfolded. The atmosphere shifted as the Spirit Squad stormed the ring. Chaos ensued as Haas and Vis found themselves at the mercy of a relentless onslaught of double teams and triple teams. The Spirit Squad showcased their prowess with a big roundhouse kick to Haas. In a shocking turn of events, all 5 members of the Spirit Squad converged on Visera, unleashing a relentless beatdown, leaving the massive Visera flattened and reeling. Raw continued with a handicap match between Carlito versus Johnny Nitro with Melina and Shelton Benjamin, as Melina made her grand entrance into the ring. The commentary team, led by Ross, couldn't help but inject a humorous twist into the proceedings, sharing an anecdote about spilled Cialis blue pills on the desk. The opening minutes of the match saw Nitro being tossed around by the charismatic Carlito, showcasing his prowess in the squared circle. Sensing the need for a change in momentum, Nitro reached for the tag, aiming to bring in his partner Shelton Benjamin. However, what ensued was unexpected as Shelton, instead of offering support, delivered a scathing rebuke. In a surprising turn of events, Nitro managed to clothesline Shelton over the top rope. Seizing the opportunity, Carlito capitalized on the chaos. In a cunning move, Nitro executed a slick roll-through, yanking on Carlito's tights, ultimately securing the 3 count. Post-victory, Nitro and Melina unabashedly signaled their desire for the coveted IC belt, setting the stage for future championship aspirations. Amidst the in-ring action, backstage correspondent Maria took the opportunity to interview the enigmatic Eugene! The interview took an unexpected turn as Eugene, in his unique way, complimented Maria's appearance.
Oh, you in your bra and panties. You're pretty.
Creating a lighthearted moment. Transitioning to a more serious note, Maria inquired about the well-being of the legendary hacksaw Jim Duggan. Eugene assured the WWE Universe that Duggan was resting at home. However, the mood shifted as the arrogant Rob Conway made an appearance, mocking Eugene for his alleged failure to protect his friend the previous week. Eugene, fueled by a surge of emotion, erupted into a sudden burst of punches against Conway, surprising even himself with the intensity of his outburst. In a highly anticipated match that unfolded on the grand stage, the legendary Ric Flair squared off against the Cunning Edge, with the enigmatic Lita at ringside. Adding an extra layer of intrigue to the ringside commentary, the charismatic Mick Foley joined the likes of Ross and Lawler, as the bell rang. Edge and Flair engaged in a back-and-forth struggle for dominance. The wily Flair seized an opportunity, delivering a low blow to Edge and executing a quick schoolboy for a near fall, showcasing his veteran instincts. The tension escalated as Flair, ever the showman, arm-dragged Lita into the ring before administering a series of signature chops to Edge. In a surprising turn of events, Foley briefly applied the mandible claw on Flair. The chaos continued as Edge recovered and executed a spear, securing the victory in a hard-fought battle. However, the drama didn't end there. RVD, ever the opportunist, stormed the ring with a top rope dropkick on Edge, signaling his intentions to make a statement. The high-flying RVD then unleashed his awe-inspiring 5-star frog splash on Edge, leaving a lasting impression. As quickly as he entered the fray, RVD retreated through the crowd, leaving fans buzzing with excitement. On ECW in a mesmerizing debut as a tarot reader, the captivating Ariel took center stage, unraveling the events of the past week and the latest happenings on Raw and between Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman delivered a message.
Of my ECW rebels ready to tear Monday Night Raw apart.
RVD's presence was felt.
My God, five-star splash!
John Cena.
Sabu taught John Cena extreme.
God almighty!
With an air of mystique, she foretold the impending main event for ECW.
ECW's RVD and Kurt Angle battle Raw's Randy Orton and Edge.
Accompanied by the enigmatic Lita, the anticipation in the arena reached a fever pitch for the first match of the evening, Sabu versus Tony Mamaluke, with Trinity by his side. Taz quipped, "If you want women, go to Raw. If you want divas, go to Smackdown. If you want vixens, you go to ECW," emphasizing the distinct flavor that ECW brought to the table. The match kicked off at a breakneck pace. Sabu showcased his high-flying and unorthodox style, securing a near fall with a leg drop early in the match. Mamaluke, however, responded with a belly-to-back suplex, nearly turning the tide in his favor. Sabu's arsenal included a slingshot leg drop and a camel clutch, keeping Mamaluke on the defensive. A springboard plancha off a chair to the floor showcased Sabu's daredevil nature. Setting up a table at ringside, Sabu aimed to deliver a spectacle, but Mamaluke had other plans. A chair to Sabu's face and an attempted frog splash from the top rope were thwarted when Sabu ingeniously tossed the chair into Mamaluke's face. The climax came with Sabu putting Mamaluke on the table and executing a plancha out of the ring into a splash, sending Mamaluke crashing through the table. Back in the ring, Sabu applied a camel clutch, and Mamaluke had no choice but to tap out, signaling the end of a thrilling encounter. In a scintillating segment, the effervescent Kelly took center stage, once again proudly proclaiming herself as an exhibitionist. Full of excitement, she recalled the previous week's attempt at disrobing, expressing her eagerness to rectify the situation this time around. Kelly embarked on another striptease. As the music enveloped the arena, Kelly's tantalizing performance unfolded, capturing the audience's attention. Just as she managed to remove her top, the unexpected happened. A debut appearance by Knox, armed with a towel, swiftly intervened, covering Kelly and curtailing her exhibitionist display. Knox forced her to exit the stage.
What are you doing? Let her finish!
Leaving the crowd in suspense about what could have transpired next. Transitioning from the allure of Kelly's performance, the focus shifted to the intense tag team match that followed, featuring Edge and Randy Orton against the formidable duo of Kurt Angle and the ECW WWE champion, Rob Van Dam. The entrance of Edge and Lita set the tone for the match, with Edge seizing the opportunity to share his disdain for ECW.
I think that ECW sucks!
Taz, never one to shy away from a retort, quipped about the only thing that sucked.
The only thing that sucks is his old lady, you know what I'm saying?
The match kicked off with Edge and Angle locking horns, showcasing their technical prowess. The Raw heels took control early on, but Van Dam, with his signature agility, turned the tide with a kick that sent Orton reeling. A spectacular rider kick followed, as Van Dam leaped off the ropes, leaving Orton incapacitated on the outside. The high-flying assault continued as Van Dam executed a moonsault off the apron, further intensifying the Raw team's woes. Orton retaliated, targeting Van Dam and working in tandem with Edge to assert their dominance. The action escalated with Van Dam attempting Rolling Thunder, only to be tripped and pulled out of the ring by the cunning Lita. The audience voiced their disapproval with a chorus of
We'll be right back!
slut chants, adding an extra layer of drama to the proceedings. A pivotal moment in the match occurred when Orton seemingly injured his arm during a mistimed landing, forcing him to adapt his performance. Despite nursing the injury, Orton soldiered on, contributing sporadic moments to the match. The climax approached as RVD, seizing an opportune moment, struck Edge with the WWE belt during a spear attempt. The high-flying maestro then ascended the turnbuckle, delivering a breathtaking 5-star frog splash for the decisive 1-2-3. On the latest episode of Smackdown, the WWE Universe witnessed an unexpected turn of events as Vito, donning a dress, mustered the courage to ask Ashley out on a date. In a moment of curiosity, Ashley, taken aback by Vito's unconventional approach, inquired about his sexual orientation. However, Vito dismissed any assumptions and engaged Ashley in a conversation about fashion. Regal, in his usual grandeur, introduced King Booker.
Please welcome His Royal Majesty. All hail King Booker! All hail King Booker!
And the royal procession made its way to the ring. JBL, ever the showman, paid his respects with a bow as King Booker made his entrance. The match kicked off with Booker asserting his dominance, delivering chops in the corner. However, the resilient Lashley retaliated with shoulder thrusts and a thunderous vertical suplex, signaling that the bout would be a clash of titans. As the action unfolded, Booker, displaying his cunning tactics, targeted Lashley's injured leg, seizing any opportunity to gain an advantage. The intensity escalated with Lashley chants echoing through the arena, showcasing the fervor of the WWE faithful. Lashley, undeterred, unleashed a powerful running shoulder block that left Booker turning inside out, momentarily shifting the momentum. As the battle raged on, Booker resorted to hanging Lashley over the top rope and revisiting the assault on his injured leg. The tension reached its peak as Booker applied a single-leg Boston Crab, forcing Lashley to crawl desperately towards the ropes for salvation. The ever-scheming William Regal added a cheap shot, setting the stage for Booker's jumping sidekick, nearly securing a pinfall, with Finlay making an unexpected entrance just before the commercial break. The narrative took a surprising twist when Lashley, displaying immense strength, executed 3 consecutive body slams. However, Booker, refusing to be outdone, tossed Lashley to the outside, where Finlay cunningly interjected himself into the fray, striking Lashley with his trusty shillelagh. As the tension escalated, Sharmell took a bold step by introducing a steel chair into the equation. However, Lashley, determined to overcome the odds, turned the tables by using the chair on both Regal and Booker, resulting in a disqualification. The match may have ended, but the ramifications of this encounter promised to linger. Booker T and Queen Sharmell conveyed to Teddy Long that Booker T wouldn't have to face Lashley again, allowing them to live happily ever after.
See, it's not gonna happen again. That sucker tried to take me out tonight.
That's right, you
saw it. See, King Booker and Queen Sharmell will never set foot in the ring with that peasant again.
Teddy surprised them by arranging a steel cage match instead.
Get about, man.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Get it right.
Teddy.